let's talk about tempo, how to read it, and why we like it so much, okay? First of all, we love doing tempo movements because it helps you really focus on doing the movement correctly. And it's also gonna help you really engage all the muscles that we can in the right manner when doing the various movements, okay? A lot of the times doing things like pull-ups is gonna help us focus on using those lats, and squats gonna help us focus on keeping the knees out. It gives you that time to focus on doing things correctly, and it also gives you the time to focus on using the right muscles so we engage them and build them and make them stronger. Whereas a lot of times, if you think about a movement like the squat, if you're just doing them fast without any tempo, you're just cranking them out, maybe your form breaks down, but it's not as big of a deal because you're just pushing through it, and we're not actually building the muscles and the way we should. How to read tempo or prescribe tempo. There's always gonna be 4 numbers or an X here, okay? The first number is always the eccentric or the down piece of the movement most of the time, at least most of the time, not always the down piece, but the eccentric. So if you think about a squat, that first one is the first piece as we descend, okay? It gets confusing a little bit because then the pull-up would be from the top where we don't normally start, but it would still be the descent. That's the first number. The second number is the time at the bottom of whatever that movement is. So the bottom of the squat, the bottom of the pull-up, okay? The third number is the time to come back up. So standing back up out of the squat, pulling ourselves up in the pull-up. The fourth number is gonna be the time at the top. So the top of the squat or at the top of that pull-up. A little bit different sensation there, holding the top of the pull-up versus being at the top of a squat. But, so this would be 1 second down, 1 second at the bottom, 1 second to come back up, 1 second at the top, just a very smooth, controlled entire movement there, okay? Pretty steady. This would be 4 seconds down, so really controlling coming down in that movement. 0 time at the bottom. So you hit the bottom, you're immediately beginning to come back up. There's no pause. 2 seconds coming back up, so pretty controlled concentric piece, and then 0 pause at the top. The thing that always throws people off is this X. So the X just stands for explode, okay? You're gonna try to drive as hard out of the bottom of whatever that movement is that you can. So 3 seconds down, 1 second at the bottom. Again, if we go with the squat, you're gonna go 3 seconds down, you'll pause for a second, and then boom, you're trying to stand up as fast as you can. Now if it's heavy or you're tired, obviously that might not be a super explosive movement, but it's at least the intent to explode out of the bottom and then a second at the top, okay? So whenever you see that X, it's the drive hard. If you think about the pull-up, you would pause at the bottom for a second and then pull as fast as you can back to the top, all right? So that's how to read tempo. Shoot us questions if you have any, and let's get after it.